Welcome to Raaonline. Today's topic is diabetes in pregnancy. So we have to realize that around 2 to 3% of pregnant women will have glucose intolerance. More common is gestational rather than the overt diabetes. So a woman is more likely to become diabetic when she is pregnant. Very small number of women have diabetes preceding pregnancy or before pregnancy. Now, to develop diabetes, people have genetic and metabolic predisposition. So, it is a genetic disorder with a metabolic predisposition. And women with gestational diabetes are the ones who are incapable for compensating the hyperglycemic effect of pregnancy. So, this category of women who develop diabetes during pregnancy, that is gestational diabetes, are likely to get type 2 diabetes in the later life. So, the statistics says that around 50% of women who develop GDM will eventually develop type 2 diabetes in their later lives. So, how do we classify diabetes in pregnancy? It can be a pre-existing diabetes or a diabetes first diagnosed in pregnancy. The pre-existing diabetes, it could be IDDM with pregnancy or it could be NIDDM with pregnancy. In the gestational diabetes, it could be a pre-existing diabetes or it could be a true diabetes, because sometimes people do the blood test only when they are pregnant. So, if a diabetes is diagnosed or aggravated by pregnancy or diagnosed during pregnancy, it is still called as GDM. To further elaborate on these two categories, so diabetes complicating pregnancy is a person of known diabetes who becomes pregnant. She can be harboring type 1 diabetes or she can be harboring type 2 diabetes. So, type 1 diabetes is a juvenile onset, ketosis prone, insulin dependent, and it is caused by pancreatic cell insufficiency. Type 2 diabetes is adult onset. It is ketosis resistant, it is non-insulin dependent, and it is caused by insulin resistance. Now, gestational diabetes is a special category which has onset or first recognition. So, either she becomes diabetic in this pregnancy or we first recognize that she has diabetes in this pregnancy, is called as gestational diabetes. Now, why do pregnant women become diabetic is because there is a release of human placental lactogen from the human placenta. Then there is insulinase which is secreted from the placenta, which destroys the insulin, and also because of the hyperglycemic effects of hormones like estriol, progesterone and cortisol, which are elevated during pregnancy. So, within 5 to 10 years, eventually these GDM mothers will also become overt diabetics. So, let us discuss the normal glucose metabolism in a non-pregnant individual. A short view. So, glucose enters bloodstream from the food source and insulin aids in storage of glucose as fuel for cells, and insulin resistance is defined as insensitivity of cells to insulin, resulting in increased levels of insulin as well as glucose in the blood. So, if the insulin was supposed to feed the cells and transfer the glucose inside the cells, thereby reducing the blood sugar levels. But if the cells do not respond to insulin, it is called as insulin resistance. Now, during pregnancy, what happens? Normal pregnancy is a state of fasting hypoglycemia because a lot of sugar is transferred to the fetus. So, during pregnancy, the normal blood sugar is 65 plus minus 9. Postprandial hyperglycemia is observed in pregnancy because as soon as the mother eats, there is a increased vascularity in the GI and there is a rapid absorption. So, pregnancy is a state of fasting hypoglycemia and postpartum hyperglycemia. Having said that, postprandial elevations happen, but they never exceed 140 milligrams per dl in pregnancy. In first and second trimester, there might be an increased insulin sensitivity, but as the gestation advances, the insulin resistance advances. So, cells do not respond to insulin in the third trimester. Now, pregnancy is a diabetogenic stress. Why? Because there are some metabolic adaptations. So, baby should get sugar without any breaks. So, to supply baby sugars without any breaks, the pregnant woman needs to have higher blood sugars. So what happens is, during pregnancy, if you were to see values of estrogen and progesterone, the sugar increasing hormones, so as the gestation age is advancing, the values of estrogen and progesterone, the sugar increasing hormones, is increasing, right? And there is a hormone secreted from the placenta which is called as human placental lactogen. That is also increasing as the gestational age is advancing. Now, to compensate for this increased blood sugar level, there is a stress on the pancreas to secrete more insulin. So, lady tries to compensate, and the beta cells of pancreas secrete more insulin. So, as the gestational age advances, insulin secretion advances, and this insulin secretion keeps on balancing the rise of HPL, progesterone and estrogen in pregnancy.